86.52 bull calf. 86.52 on the bull calf here. I think about 7. Somebody gets 7 and out quarter. 7 a quarter. 7 a quarter. 7 a quarter. An out half. 7 and a half. 75. 7 75 8. What do you give 8 now quarter. 8 a quarter half. At 8.50. 75 8. 75 8. 75 75 8. 75 9. What do you get 9 now quarter. At 9 here. 9 a quarter. 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 Sold at over 950. 11 on 5. 50 11 on 5. 86.76 bull calf. 86.76 bull calf. 900 here. Here 9. Here 9. 900 9. 9 here 9. 8 here 8. Here 8. Here 8. At 8 here 8. Here on 87. 7 6. Here 6. Here 6. 5 here now quarter. $500 now quarter. Here 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter half. Here 550. 75 now 6 now quarter now half. 75 675 now 7 now quarter. And now half 7 and a half. Here 7 75 here we get 775 775 that's 7 and a half here we get 775 775 here we get 775 here we get 775 775 here we get 775 sold at over 7 and a half 6503 86.60. Might as well put it all in there. 86.60. Here we go on this one right there. Here we go. All right there on this one here. But I'm on 6. Here we get 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 5. Hit 5 here. But I'm on 5. Here. But I'm on 5. Here. But I'm on 5. Here. But I'm on 5 here. Now quarter. 5 here. But I'm on 5 and a quarter. And now half. 75. Now 6. Now quarter. Half. 75. 675. Now 7 and now quarter. And now half. Here. But I'm on 7. 75. Here. We get 775. 775. Here. We get 775. And now 8 here. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. 100. We get 8. At 8 here. We get 8. 775 here. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. 775 here. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. Sold at over 775. 45.50. 86.72 bull calf. 86.72 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 900. Here we get 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 700. Here we get 7. At 7. 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 6. Here we get 6. Here we get 60. We get 60. We get 60. We get 5. Hit 5 here now. Quarter. 5 here, but about 5 here. We get 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. Half. 5 and a half. 75. At 5. 75 now 6. Now quarter. But here we get 6 and a quarter. Half here, but about 6 and a half. 75 here. We get 6 and 75 now 7 and now quarter. And now half here, but about 75 here. Now we get 8 now quarter. And now half here, but I'm on 8 and a half. 75 8. 75 75 9. We get 9. We get 9 a quarter and a half here, but I'm on 50. 75 9. 75 and 9. 75 9. 75 here. Now $1,000. But I'm on $1,000. We get 1,000. And then but I'm on $1,000. We get 1,000. 9. 75 here. We get 1,000. Sold at over 9. 75. But I'm on 40 on 5. 86.66 heifer. 86.66 heifer here. 3 but I'm on 3. We get 3. We get 3 2. 2 but I'm on 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 200. We get 2. 2 but I'm on 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 200 here. But I'm at pawn here. But I'm at pawn here. But I'm at pawn now quarter. And 1 here. But I'm at pawn a quarter half. Yeah. But I'm at pawn 50. 75 now 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. And now quarter 2 and a quarter half. Yeah. But I'm on 250. 250 gonna be 250. 250. 75. 275 here. But I'm on 275. 275 3 but I'm on 3. We get 3. We get 3 quarter. But I'm at 3 and a quarter half. Here. But I'm on 350. 350. 350. But I'm on 350. We get 350. 325. But I'm on 50. We get 50. We get 50. 325. But I'm on 350. 350. Sold up over 325. 45.50. 82.50. 82.50 bull calf. Right here, but I'm at 9. Here we get 9. Here, but I'm at 9. 9 here, we get 9. Here we get 9. We get 9. We get 9 quarter. 9 here, we get 9 quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. 75 now 1,000. And now quarter half. 10.50. 10.50. 75 here, but I'm on 10. 75. 11 and now quarter. 11 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. 11.50. 11.50. We get 50. 75. 11.75. 75. 75. Here, but I'm on 11.75. 11.75. 11.75. 75. Here, but I'm on 11.75. Sold it over 11.50. 6-1. 8-1. 86.75 bull calf. 86.75 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 5, here, but about 5, 3, but about 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, 2, 2 here, but about 2, we get $200, we get 2, 2, but about 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2, 2 quarter, 200, we get 2 and a quarter half, here, but about 250, 75 down 3 quarter, 3 and a quarter, $300 now quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter half, here, but about 350, 75 here, and a 4, we get 4 now quarter now half, here, but about 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, here, we get 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 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, sold up over 4 and a quarter, 45.50. 88.63 bull calf. 88.63 on the bull calf here. I think about 7. Somebody get 7 now quarter half. Here, but 7 and 75 here. Now 8. We get 8 now quarter. Now half. 8 and a half. 75 now 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. At 8.75 here. We get 9. 8.75 here. We get 9. 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 Sold it over 8.75. But I'm on 40 on 3. 86. 83. Bull calf, 86.83. Bull calf, here, but about 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but get 5. 3/4. 3, but about 3 1/4 half. Now somebody 5 to 4. But get 4. But get 4. 5. 5 1/4. 5 1/4 half. Hit 5 1/2. 7, but about 6 and now 1/4 1/2. Here, but about 6 1/2. Now 75. 6 but about now 7. 7 but get 7. But get 7. But get 7. 7 but get 7. 6 but about here, but about 7 and now 1/4. 7 1/4. 7 1/4. 7 but get 7. But get 7 1/4. But get 7 1/4. 7 7 but get 7 1/4. Sold up over 700. But on 4550. 86.81 bull calf, 86.81 on the bull calf here. I think about 1,000. 1,000 here, but get 10, but about 1,000, but get 1,000, but get 1,000, but get 900. 9 here, but get 9 here, but get 9, but get 9, but get 9, but get 9, 8 here, but get 8, but get 8, but get 8 here, but get 8 here, but get 8, but get 8, but get 8, 7, but get 7, but get 7, but get 7, but get 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 500 here, but get 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but get 5 here, but about 5. 3/4, but about 3, 3 1/4. 3, 3 1/4 half here, but about 3, 50, some 5 here to 4, but get 4, but get 4, but get 4, 4, 4 now 1/4, but get 4 1/4 now half here, but about 4 now, somebody 5 here, but get 4, somebody 5 here, but about 5, 5 1/4 half. Hit 5 1/2, somebody 5 down 6 here now 1/4. That's 16, but about 6 1/4. 16, but get 6 1/4. 16, but get 60, but get 60, but get 6 1/4. Sold at over 600. 2907. 2907. 87.06 bull calf, 87.06 on the bull calf here. Right here, 14. But about 14. But get 14. But get 14. At 14. 14. But about 14. But about 14. But get 14. But get 13. And now 1/4. 13 1/4. 13. 13 1/4. 13 1/4. At 13. 13 1/4. 13 1/4 half. Yeah, but about 13 now. Somebody 5 to 14. 14 1/4 half. And now somebody 5. 14. Somebody 5 to 15. 15 1/4. At 15 1/4. But get 15 1/4. Money. But get 15 1/4. At 15. But get 15. But get 15 1/4. 15 1/4 half. Yeah, about 15 1/2, at 15 1/2, 30, 40, but get 15, 40, but get 40, but get 40, but get 40, but get 15, 40, 15, 40. Sold it over 15, 30. Put them on 50, 11 on 7. 86.36. You said bull calf. At the but about 1,000. 1,000 now 1/4 1/2. Here, but about 10, 50. Somebody 5. 10, somebody 5. Now 11, 11 here, but 11, 11 here, but 11. Got to be 11, Chris. 11 now 1/4 1/2. Here, but about 50. 11, 50. Somebody 5. 11, 75. 11, 75. Somebody 5. Somebody 5. 11, 75. Somebody 5. Right there. 11, 50. Somebody 5. 60. 11, 60. But get 60. But get 60. But get 60. But get 60. Sold it over 11, 50. Put them on 10, 31. 86, 64. Heifer, 86.64 heifer, and but about 3, 3, but about 3, 300, but about 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, 2, 2, but about 2, but get 200, but get 2, at 2, 2, but about 2, 2, but get 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 200, here, but about pawn, here, but about pawn, here, but about pawn, 1/4, and 1 here, but about pawn, 1/4, 125, here, but about pawn, 1/4, and 1 here, but about pawn, 1/4 half, here, but about pawn, 50, at pawn, 50, 150, but about 50, somebody 5, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, at pawn, 50, 175, 150, 175 here, 175, 150, 175, 175. Sold it over 150. 10.08. 86.70 heifer, 86.70 on the heifer here. I think but I'm on 6. Here we get 6. Here we get 6. And but I'm on 60. But get 60. But get 5 here. But I'm on 5. Here but I'm on 5. Here but I'm on 5. 4. But I'm 4. But get 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 3. 3. But I'm on 3. But get 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 2. 2. But I'm on 2. But get 2. But get 200 here. But I'm on 200 here. But I'm at 1. At 1 here. But I'm at 1 down 1/4 half. Here but I'm at 1. 50. Somebody 5 down 2. 2. But I'm on 2. But get 2. But get 2 now 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. At 2 1/4 half. Here but I'm on 250. At 250. But get 50. But get 250. At 2. But I'm on 50. But get 50. But get 250. Somebody about 2. Somebody about 3. 3. But about 3. 3 1/4 half. Here but about 350. Somebody about down 4. But get 4 now 1/4. And now half. 4 1/2. Somebody 5 here. But about 4. Somebody 5 now 5. Here but about 5. 5 now 1/4. At 5 here. But about 5 1/4. Your turn. Here but about 5 here. But about 5 1/4. At 5. What about 5 1/4? 5 here. But about 5 here. But get 5 here. But get 5 1/4. Sold it over 500. But about 45.50. 85.71. Bull calf, 85.71 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 9. Here, but get 9, 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 8 here, but about 8. 1/4, but get 1/4 half here, but about 8. 50, somebody 5 now 9, but get 9, but get 9 1/4. And now half 9, 50, somebody 5 here, but get 9, somebody 5 now 1,000. Up there, but about 1,000. But get 10, but about 1,000. 9, somebody 5 here, but get 1,000. But get 1,000. 9, somebody 5 here, but get 1,000. 9, somebody 5 here, but get 1,000. Sold it over 975. 50, 11 on 5. 86.65 heifer. 86.65 on the heifer. Right here, but about 4, but I get 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 3, 3, 3, 3, but about 3, but I get 3, but I get 300, but about 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but about 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, $300 now, quarter, but I get 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, half, here, but about 350, and now 75, 3, 75, 4, 4, now quarter, 4 and a quarter, half, here, but about 4 and a half, 75, now 5, here, but about 5, and now quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, half, now 75, here, but I get 5, 75, and now 5, 75, 6, here, but I get 6, here, but I get 60, but I get 60, but I get 60, now quarter, 60 quarter, but about 60 quarter, 60, but I get 60, but I get 60 quarter, 60, but I get 60 quarter, sold right over 645.50. 86.80. Heifer. 86.80 on the heifer. Right name about 7. Everybody gets 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 6. Everybody gets 6. Everybody gets 6. Everybody gets 60. Everybody gets 60. Everybody gets 60. Everybody gets 5. Hit 5 here. But about 5. Here. But about 5 quarter. 5 here. But about 5. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Hit $500 now quarter. Everybody get $500 now quarter. Everybody get 5 here. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. Half here. But about 5.50. Somebody 5 now 6 now quarter half. That's 6 and a half. Somebody 5 now 7. Somebody now quarter. 7 and a quarter half. Here. But about 7 9. Somebody 5 here. Everybody get 7. Somebody 5. That's 7.50. 7 7.5 here. Everybody get 7 75. 7 7.5. Sold it over 7.50. 6503. 86, 82, 48, 82, 48 on the bull calf. They about 1,000. Everybody get down about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get down about 1,000. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 9 quarter. They about quarter half. Everybody about 50. Somebody 5. They about 1,000 now quarter. And now half. 10.50. Somebody 5. 10.75. 10.75. 10.75. Now 11. Everybody 1,100. Everybody 11. And now quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11.10. And now 20. 20. Everybody get 20. Everybody get 20. Everybody get 20. Everybody get 11.20. 11.20. Everybody get 20. Everybody get 20. Everybody get 20. Now 30. But about 30. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 30. 11.30. 1. Everybody get 11.30. 11.30. Sold it over 11.20. 61, 81, 85, 79, bull calf, 85, 79 on the bull calf, here, but about 7, everybody gets 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 6, and now quarter, 60, everybody gets 60 quarter, 60, everybody gets 60 quarter, half, here, but about 6 and a half, 7 5, down 7, 7, 7, now quarter, now half, here, but about 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 5, here, everybody gets 7, 7 5, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, now quarter, 8 and a quarter, everybody get 8 and a quarter, and 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter, 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter, everybody get 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter, sold at over 800, 50, 11 on 6, 50, 11 on 6, 80, 88, 83. Bull calf, 88, 83, bull calf, right here, but about 1,000, everybody get $10 now, quarter and a half, here, but about 50, somebody 5, now 11 now, quarter half, here, but about 50, somebody 5, 11, somebody 5, 12, 12 here, but about 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12, sold at over 11, 75, 40 on 100, 40 on 100. 88.51, 88.51, bull calf here, right here on this one here, right here, but about 10, everybody get 11, everybody get 1,100, everybody get 11, everybody get 1,000, 1,000 here, but about 10, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 10, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 800, at 8 here, now quarter, everybody get 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter, everybody get 50, everybody get 8 and a quarter, everybody get 8 and a quarter, at 8, 25, 25, down 50, everybody get 8, 50, everybody get 8, 50, at 8, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 25, he's on right there, 25, 50, 50, but about 50, at down 75, 8, 75, 75, down 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, at 9 here, everybody get 9, 8, 75 down there, 9 now quarter, 9 quarter, everybody get 9 quarter half, here, but about 50, 75 here, everybody get 9, 75, 9, 75, 75, 9, 75, and 9 50, everybody get 9, 75, 75 here, everybody get 9, 75, 9 50, everybody get 9, 75, 9 50, everybody get 9, 75, sold at over 950, 4468. 88, 82, bull calf here, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 13, 13, 13, a quarter, 13, but you get 13, a quarter, half, at 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14, a quarter, half, here, but about 14, at 75, at 14, 75 to 15, 15, 15, a quarter, 15, but you get 15, a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, at 15 and a half, here, but about 15 and a half, here, but you get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here, but you get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, sold it over 15, a quarter, 58, 61. 88, 87, bull calf, 88, 87 on the bull calf here, but about 1,100, here, but 11 now, quarter half, here, but about 50, 1150, 75, 1175, 1175, 75, 75, 1175, 1150 here, but get 75, 11, but about 75, 75 here, but 1175, sold it over 1150, 10, 31, 87, 87, 11, 87, 11, bull calf here, right here, but about 1,000, $1,000 now, quarter, but 15, but 10, but 10, a quarter, but about 10, 25, here, but about 10, 25, 10, 25, 10, 25, 50, and now 75, 10, 75 here, now 11, and now quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 11, 30, 30, 30, 40, but 40, but 40, 50, but about 50, but 50, but 50, but 50, but 50, but 50, but 50, sold, right there for 11, 40, 10, 31. 86, 71, bull calf. Right here on this one here. Right here, about 7. Somebody gets 6. Everybody gets 6. Everybody gets 6 and now quarter. That's 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, half. Everybody gets 6 and a half, 7 and 5, now 7, 7 and a half quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Everybody gets 7 and a half, 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 75, 75, 8. Everybody give 800 now quarter, 8. Everybody give 8 and a quarter. 8. Everybody give 8 and a quarter, 8. Everybody give 8, everybody give 8 and a quarter, everybody give 8 and a quarter, 8. Everybody give 8, everybody give 8 and a quarter. Sold up over 800, 45.50. 87, 18, bull calf, 87, 18 on the bull calf. Right here, 12, here, but about 1200, everybody get 12. At 12, here, but about 12, 11, everybody get 1100, everybody get 11, everybody get 11, everybody get 1,000, but about 10, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, everybody get 10, 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, everybody get 10, everybody get 10, everybody get 10 a quarter, everybody get 10, 25, 10, 25, 10, 25, everybody get 10, 25, 10, 25, sold it over 1,000, 50, 11 on 7. 88, 80, bull calf, 88, 80 on the bull calf, but about 13, 13, 13 a quarter, half, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, and now half, 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, everybody get 15 and a half, and 15 and a half, everybody get 15 and a half, everybody get 15 and a half, 15, 50, sold it over 15, 25, 50, 11 on 7. 86, 54, heifer, 86, 54, heifer here. At about 6, here we get 6, here we get 6, here we get 6, here we get 6 and now quarter. That's 60, about 6 and a quarter, 60, here we get 60, here we get 6 and a quarter, we get 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, half. Here about 6 and a half, 7 about now 7, 7 now quarter, and now half, 7 and a half, 7 about 8, we get 8, we get 8, we get 8 here now quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, half. Here about 50, at 8, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 8, 50, at 8, 25, here about 50, we get 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 50, sold at over 8, 25, 6503. 87, 16, heifer, 87, 16 on the heifer here. At the end of 12, here we get 1,200 now, quarter and a half. 75, 13, 13 a quarter, half. 75, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half. 14 and a half, and 14 and a half, here about 14 and a half. 14 and a half, here we get 14 and a half. And 14 a quarter, we get 14 and a half, here we get 14 and a half. 14 and a half, here we get 14 and a half. Sold at over 14 a quarter. 50, 11 on 7. 87, 19, bull calf, right here, but about 14, 14, now quarter, everybody get 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, 75, now 15, 15 a quarter, and 15 a quarter, half, here, but about 15 and a half, 15 and a half, everybody get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, everybody get 15, 50, sold at over 15, 25, 50, 11 on 7. 88, 85, bull calf, 88, 85, bull calf, here, right here, with about 900, here, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, here, everybody get 9, everybody get 900, everybody get 9, and 9, here, everybody get 9, here, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, 8, here, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, here, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, 7, 7, 7, everybody get 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 6, here, everybody get 6, now quarter, 600 now quarter, everybody get 60, everybody get 6 and a quarter, half, 6 and a half, 7 to 5, now 7, 7 now quarter, now half, 7 and 7 to 5, here, everybody get 7, 7 to 5, 8, and now quarter, 8 and a quarter, half, here, what about 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, at 8 and a half, everybody get 8 and a half, gonna be 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 7 to 5, 8, 7 to 5, 9, here, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, up there, gonna be 9, and now quarter, 9 and a quarter, everybody 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, half, now, what about 950, 7 to 5, 9, 7 to 5, here, now 1,000, $1,000 now quarter, everybody get 10 and a quarter, everybody get 10, everybody get 10 and a quarter, you want everybody get 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter, put on 10 and a quarter, everybody get 10, everybody get 10, everybody get 10, everybody get 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter, sold it over 1,000, put on 10, 31. 88, 79, bull calf, 88, 79 on the bull calf, 1,100, everybody 11, everybody $1,100 now, quarter, 11 and a quarter, half, you put them on 50, 11, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 75, 11, 75, 11, 75, 75, 11, 75, 60, 60, 60, now 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 70, 11, 60, everybody get 70, 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 sold it over 11, 60, 10, 31. 87, 67, heifer, 87, 67 on a heifer here, 12, here, but about $1,200 now, quarter and a half, here, but about 12 and a half, 75, here, down 13, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, and 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, sold at over 1,400, put them on 40 on 20. 8703, bull calf, right here on this one here, everybody get 11, 1,100, everybody get 11, and now quarter, 11, everybody 11 a quarter, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11 a quarter, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11 a quarter, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11, everybody 11, everybody 11 a quarter, sold at over 1,100, 61, 81. 8708, bull calf, 8708 on the bull calf here, right there, everybody get 1,000, but about 10, everybody get $1,000 now, quarter, but everybody get 10, a quarter, everybody get 10, 25, 10, 25, 50, everybody get 10, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 10, 50, 10, 50, 75, gotta be 10, 75, now 11, 1,100, everybody 11, everybody 11, everybody 11, everybody 11, and now quarter, 11 a quarter, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, 25, 50, 11, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, sold at over 11, 25, 10, 31. 8702 bull calf, 8702 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 7, 700, 700, 700, 700, 7, 7, 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but about 5 here, but get 5, 4, but about 4, but get 4, but get 4, but get 3, 3, 3, 3, but about 3, but get 2, 2, but about 2, but get 200, but get 2, 2, 2, but about $200 now quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter half, here, but about 250, some but about here now 3, 3, 3, but about 3, 3 and a quarter half, 350, but about 50, some but about here, but about 3, some but about 4, but get 4, but get 4, but get 400, but get 4, and now quarter, but get 4 and a quarter half, here, but about 4 and a half, 4 and a half, here, but get 4 and a half, some but about here, but get 4, some but about 5, here, but about 5, hit $500, but get 5, 4, some but about here, but get 5, 5 quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, hit 5 here, but get 5 and a quarter, but get 5 and a quarter, 5 here, but get 5 here, but get 5 and a quarter, but get 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, sold at over 500, 2907, 2907, 8877. 8877 bull calf, right here, but about 12, here we get 12, 11, we get 1100, we get 11, 11, we get 11, we get 1100, we get 11, 11 and now quarter, 11, we get 11 quarter half, here, but about 50, 1150, 75, 11, 75, 75, 60, 11, 60, now 70, 70, we get 70, we get somebody now 80, 11, 80, 11, 70, we get 50, 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 sold at over 11, 70, 10, 31. 8720 heifer, 8720 on the heifer here, right here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 14, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, 2, but about 13, 12 here, but about 12, 12 and a quarter, and I'll have you, but about 12, 50, somebody about down 13, 13, 13 and a quarter, and I'll have you, but about 13 and a half, somebody 5, 13, somebody about 13, somebody 5, 13, somebody 5, 13, somebody 5 to 14, at 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 14, at 14, but about 14, you want in, we get 14, we get 14, we get 14, sold at over 1375, 5861 on 1. 8874 bull calf, right here, but about 1,000. We get 10, but about 10 now quarter, but about 10, we get 10 quarter half, here, but about 10, 50, 75, now 11, now quarter half, here, but about 50, 75, 11, 75, 11, 75, 75, 60, 70, 70, we get somebody 80, 11, 80 here, but about 11, we get 80, 11, 80, now 90, 11, 90, we get 90, we get 90, 11, 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, sold at over 11, 80, 10, 31, 80. 8714 bull calf, 8714 here at him about 8, but it give 800, but it give 8, but it give 8, but it give 7, 7, but it get 7, but it get 7, but it get 700, but it get 7, but it get 7, but it get 6, but it get 6, but it get 6, but it get 60, but it get 60, but it get 5, hit 5 here, but about 5 now quarter, 5 here, but about 5 and a quarter, but about 5 and a half, 75, now 6, and now quarter half here, but about 6 and a half, 75, 675 here, but about 675, 675 here, but about 675, now 7, 7, but it get 7, but it get 7, but it get 700, but it get 7, and now quarter, 7 and a quarter half here, but about 7 and a half, 7 and a half here, but it get 7 and a half, 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 sold at over 7 and a quarter, 45.50. 8878 bull calf, 8878 on the bull calf here. At the about 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter half. Here about 13 and 75 to 14, 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, at 14, 75 here about 14, 75, 75 here, but get 14, 75, at 14 and a half here, but get 14, 75 to 15, 15, 15, but about 15, 15 a quarter, at 15 a quarter, but get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, at 15, but get 15 a quarter, but get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1500, 50, 11 on 7. 89.73, you said heifer. 89.73 on the heifer here. Right here, but about 5. 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 Here, but get 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 5. 4. But about 4. But get 4. But get 4. But get 4. But get 3. At 300. Here, but about 3. But get 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 2. 2. But about 2. But get 200. But get 2. At 2. 2. But about 2. But get 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 200. Here, but about pawn here now quarter. At 1 1/4 half. Here, but about pawn 50. 75. 175 back here. 175. 2. 2. But about 2. But get 2. But get 2 quarter. At 2 1/4. But get 2 1/4 half. Here, but about 250. And now 75. 275. 275. 275. Here, but get 275. At 275. Here, but about 275. Here, but about 275. 3. 3. But about 3. But get 3. But get 3. At 275. Here, but about 3. 275. Here, but get 3. But get 3. But get 3. 275. Here, but about 3. But get 3. But get 3. Sold at over 275. 45.50. 87.12. You said bull calf, 87.12 bull calf here, right here in this one here, but about 1,000. And now quarter, but about 10, but get 10, but get 10, a quarter, but get 10, a quarter, 10, 25, 10, 25, 25 here, and a 15, but get 10, 50, 75 here, and 11, but get 1100, but get 11, 10, 75 here, but get 11, 10, 80, now 90, but get 90, but get 90, now 11, 11, and now 10, 10, 10, 10, 20, 11, 20, 20, but get 20, but get 20, but get 20, 11, 10, but about 20, but get 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 20, sold at over 11, 10, 10, 31. 88, 86, bull calf, 88, 86 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 14, 14, but about 14. And now quarter, 14, a quarter, 14, a quarter, 14. We get 14, a quarter. And now half, 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half. Here, but about 15 and a half, 15 and a half. Here, we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half. Here, we get 15 and a half. Here, we get 15 and a half. Sold it over 15 a quarter, 40 on 20. 87.05 heifer, 87.05 on the heifer. Here we go there. Right here, but about 9. Here we go 9, 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 8. Here we go 8, here we go 8, we go 8, we go 8, we go 8, 7, 7, we go 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 7, 5, 5 and a quarter. 5, 5 and a quarter, we go 5 and a quarter, half. Here we go 5.50, somebody 5 down 6. Here we go 6 and now quarter, half. 6 and a half, somebody 5 down 7, 7, 7 now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half. Somebody has somebody 5 here now 8, we go 8 now quarter, now half. And now somebody 5 down 9, we go 9 and a quarter, now half. Somebody 5 9, somebody 5 here, we go 9, somebody 5. And 9, somebody 5 9. Somebody 9, somebody 5, sold it over 9.5, put them on 40 on 5. 87.09 heifer, 87.09 heifer. Right here, put them on 6. Here we get 6. That's $600. We get 6. Here we get city. We get city. We get city. We get city. We get 6. Here we get 6. Here we get 6. Here we get 5. Hit 5 here. Put them on 5. Here put them on 5. Here we get 5. Here we get 5. Here we get 5. 4. Put them at 4. We get 4 and a quarter. Hit $400 now. Quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. Hit 4 and a quarter. We get 4. We get 4 and a quarter now. Did you say 4 and a quarter? 4. We get 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. Hit 4 and a quarter. We get 4 and a quarter. We get 4. We get 4. We get 4 and a quarter. Sold it over 400. Number 8. 86.31 bull calf, 86.31 on the bull calf here. 11, 1100, 11, 1100 now quarter. 11, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, 11, 25, 25, 11, 25, 1100, 11, 25, 25 here, 11, 25, 11 in the front here, 11, 25, 11, 25 here, 11, 25, 11, 25. Sold it over 1100. Put them on 10.31. 87.13 bull calf, 87.13 on the bull calf. Here we go, right here, but at 9, here we get 9, 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 we get 900, we get 9, 9, here we get 9, we get 9, 8, here we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, here we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, 6, that's 6, here but on 6, here we get 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 5, here but on 5, hit 5, here but on 5, here but on 5, here but on 5, 4, but on 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, 3 quarter, 3, but on 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter. I got 300, 3 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 350. Somebody 5, 3, somebody 5 here to 4. We get 4, we get 4 and a quarter and a half. Here, but about 4 and a half. Somebody 5 to 5. Here, but about 5, 5 and a quarter, half. 5 and a half. Somebody 5. And now 6. Here, we get 6 here and a quarter. 6 here, we get 6 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 6 and a half. Somebody 5. And 6, but about now 7, 7. We get 7, 7 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Here, we get 7 and a half. And 7 and a half. Here, we get 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Here, we get 7, 7 and a half. 7, 7 and a half. Here, we get 7, 75. And 7, 7 and a half. Here, we get 7, 75. Got to be 7, 75. And now 8 at 800. Now quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter. At 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter. Here, we give 8. Here, we give 8 and a quarter. 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter. We give 8 and a quarter. 8 here, we give 8. We give 8 and a quarter. We give 8 and a quarter. Sold it over 800. 10, 31. 88, 81. Heifer, 88, 81, heifer, 13, but about 13, but about 13, 13, but about 13, we get 13, 12, here, but about 12, 12 here, now quarter, 12, here, but about 12, we get 12 and a quarter, half, here, but about 12, 50, somebody 5, now 13, and a quarter, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a quarter, but now half, here, but about 13 and a half, somebody 5, 13, somebody 5, here, but about 13, somebody 5, 13, somebody 5, here, but about somebody 5, here, we get 13, 75. Sold it over 13 and a half. 50, 11 on 7. 87.10 bull calf, 87.10 bull calf here. Right here on us and here, but I'm on 8. What do you give 8? 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 Here, but I'm on 8. 7, 7, 7, what do you get 7? 7, what do you get 7? What do you get 7? What do you get 6? Here, what do you get 6? Here, what do you get 6? That's 600 here, but I'm on 6. Now quarter. That's 60 here, but I'm on 6 and a quarter. 60, what do you get 60? What do you get 6 and a quarter? That's $600 now quarter, but I'm on 6 and a quarter. 60 here, what do you get 6 and a quarter? That's 6 and a quarter, half here, but I'm on 6 and a half. 75 now 7, 7, what do you get 7? 7 now quarter. 7 and a quarter, half here, but I'm on 7 and a half. 7 and a half, 75 here, what do you get 7? 75. That's 7, 75 here, what do you get 7? 75 here, what do you get 7? 75. Sold it over 7 and a half. Finally got one. Put them on 6695. 6695. 88, 84 heifer. Right here on the sneer, but about 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter. 13, but you get 13. But you get 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter. Half. Here, but about 13 and a half. Somebody 5 to 14. And now quarter half. Here, but about 14 and a half. Somebody 5. Here, but about 14. Somebody 5. Somebody 5. Here, but you get 14. Somebody 5. And somebody 5. Here, but you get somebody 5. Sold it over 14 and a half. Put them on 50. 11 on 7. 8704, 8704. on a heifer here. At the end, about 12. Here we get 12. 12 here down. You say 12 here. But about 12. Here we get 12 here. But about 12 here. But about 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. 11. 1100. 1,000. But about 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. Here we get down. But about 1,000. Here we get 900. Here we get 9. Quarter half. Here we get 950. 75. Here we get 1,000. Now quarter. Now half. 1050. 75. Now 11. 11 and now quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. Everybody 11 a quarter. 11 here. Everybody 11 a quarter. Everybody 11 a quarter. 11 here. Everybody 11 a quarter. Sold at every 1,100. Put about 40 on 5. 86.95 heifer, 86.95 heifer here. At the end, about 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, 13 a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter half, at 14 a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, 75. Here we get 14, 75 to 15, 15, but about 15, at 15, but about 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 15, 15. Sold at over 14, 75, but about 50, 11 on 7, 50, 11 on 7. 89.10 bull calf, 89.10 on the bull calf. All right, here, but about 1,100. 1,000, but about 1,000 and a quarter and a half. Here, but about 10, 50, 75, now 11. And now quarter, 11 a quarter half. Here, but about 50, 1150, 75, 1175, 75, 75, 75, 1175, 75. Sold at every 1150, 10, 31. 86.93 bull calf, 86.93 on the bull calf. Right here in the scenario, but about 1,000. Everybody get 10, but about 1,000. Everybody get 900. 9 here, but about 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 8. Here, everybody get 8. 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 7. 7. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5 here. Now quarter. 5 here, but about 5 and a quarter half. Here, but about 5. 50. 75. Now 6. Now quarter. Now half. And now 75. 6. 75 here. Now 7. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Now quarter. 7 and a quarter. And 7. 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. And 7. 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter half. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. And 7 and a half here. Now 75 here. But about 7. 7 and a half here. Everybody get 7. 75. And now 8. At 8 here. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8 here. Everybody get 8. 7. 7 and a half here. But about 8. 7. 7 and a half here. Everybody get 8. 7. 7 and a half here. But about 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Sold up over 7. 7 and a half. 3612. 3612. 86.99. Bull calf, 86.99 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 6. Here, everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. That's 6 here, but about 6. Here, everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. 4, but about 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4 now quarter. Hit 4. 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4. 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. 400 now quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Hit 4 here, but about 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Money. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Half. Here, but about 450. 75. Hit 4. 75 here. Now 5 now quarter. 5 and a quarter. Half. Here, but about 550. 75. Everybody get 5. 75. Hit 5. 75 now 6. Everybody get 60 now quarter. Everybody get 60 quarter. That's here. Everybody get 60 quarter. 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60 quarter. Everybody get 60 quarter. 60 quarter half. Here, but about 6 and a half. 75. 6. 75. That's 6. 75 now 7. 7. 7 now quarter. 7 and a quarter half. Here, but about 7. 75. Everybody get 7. 75. 8. At 8 here now quarter. 8 a quarter. 8 a quarter. Everybody get 8 a quarter. 8 here. Everybody get 8 a quarter. At 8 here. Everybody get 8 a quarter. 8 here. Everybody get 8. Here. Everybody get 8 a quarter. Everybody get 8 a quarter. 8 a quarter. Sold at over 800. 6503. 6503. 8907, 8907 on 8906, 8906. You said bull calf. Here we go. All right, here on this one. Everybody 1100, 11. Everybody 11 and now quarter, 11 and a quarter half. Here, 50, 75 here, 11, 75, 75, 60. Now 70, now 80. Everybody get 80, everybody get 80, everybody get 80, 1180, 11. Everybody get 80, everybody get 80, everybody get 80, everybody get 80. Sold at over 1170, 40 on 1. 89 17 heifer. Right here, but about 7. Everybody gets 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 6. Everybody gets 6. Everybody gets 600. Everybody gets 6. As anybody else, everybody gets 7. Everybody gets 7. Everybody get 5 here. But about 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. 4. But about 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 3. 3. But about 3. Everybody get 2. But about 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 200. But about 1. At 1 here now quarter half. Here, but about 150. 75. 175 down. 175 2. And now quarter 2 and a quarter half. Here, but about 250. 75 now 3 now quarter now half at 350 75 here about 3 75 4 we get 4 now quarter 4 and a quarter at 4 and a quarter half here about 450 at 450 we get 50 we get 50 we get 50 we get 450 at 425 here about 50 we get 50 we get 50 we get 50 we get 450 sold at ever 425 6503 8904 bull calf here right here, but about 9. Everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, 7. Everybody get 7, everybody get 700, everybody get 7. 7 and now quarter. That's 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter. 7 everybody get 7 and a quarter. Half 7 everybody get 7 and 7 here now. 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 800, everybody get 8. And 8 here, everybody get 8 here, everybody get 8 here, everybody get 8 here, everybody get 8. 7 everybody get 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8. Sold at over 7 40 on 3. 8701. Bull calf, 8701 on the bull calf here. Right here in the center, but among number 2, but 9. Here, but $9, but $9, but $9, but $9, $100, but $9. 9 here, but $9, but $9, but $9, here, but $8, but $8, but $8, $100, but $8, 7, 7, but $7, but $7, but $7, but $7, but $7, but $7, 6. 6 here, but about 6. Here, but $6, but $6, but 5. 5 here, but about 5. And now quarter, 5 here, but about 5 and a quarter, half here, but about 5. 50, 75, down 6. Now quarter, but about 6 and a quarter, half here, but about 6. 50, 75, down 7. And now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half here, but about 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Here, but 7, 7, 5, 8, but 8, but 8, but 100. At 800, but 8 here, now quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, half here, but about 850. At 850, but about 50, but 50, but 50, but 850. At 850, but 50, but 51 here, but 850. At 825 here, but about 850, but 50, but 50, but 50, but 50, but 50. Sold at number 825, 6503, 6503. 8905, 8905 heifer. Right here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I get 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I get 5. Here, but I get 5. Here, but I get 5. 4, but I'm on 4. But I get 4. But I get 4. But I get 4. 400. Here, but I get 4. Hit 4 here, but I'm on 4. But I get 4. But I get 4. But I get 4. But I get 3. 3, 3. But I'm on 3. But I get 300 here. Now quarter. At 3, 3 and a quarter. But I'm on 3 and a quarter. 3, 3 and a quarter. 300. But I'm on 3 and a quarter. Now half. Here, but I'm on 350. 75. At 375. 375. Here, but I'm on 375. 375. Gotta be 375. At 350. 375. Here, but I'm on 375. 375. Here, but I get 375, 375, sold up over 350, 45.50. 89.14 heifer, 89.14 on the heifer. Here we go on this one. Right here, but about 900. Here, but 9, but 9, but 9 quarter. 90, but 9, but 9 quarter, but 9 quarter. 9, 9 a quarter. 90, but 9 quarter, but 9 quarter. 9 here, but 9 quarter. 90, but 9 quarter, but 9 quarter, but 9, but 9 25. 9 25 50. 950 something about here, but 9 something about 1,000. Now quarter. 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter. Sold at over 1,000. Put them on 40 on 5. 89.15. 89.15 bull calf right here. Here we go on this one. Right here, but about 1,000. But get down, but about 1,000. But get 1,000 quarter. But about 10, but get 10 a quarter half. Here now 75, 10, 75, 11. Now quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75. Now 12. And now quarter, 12 and a quarter half. 10 and a half. 75, 13, 13 a quarter half. 13 and a half. 75 to 14. At 14 a quarter. But get 14 a quarter. At 14, but get 14 a quarter. Sold at over 1,400. 40 on 20. 8,700 bull calf right here, 1,100, 11 and now quarter, 11 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, at 1,200, here, but get 12, 12, 12, 1180, now 90, 1190, now 12, here, but I'm at 12, here, but get 12, at 1,200, but get 12, here, but I'm at 12, here, but get 12, 12, 10, 10, 10, but I'm at 10, but get 12, 10, at 12, 10, 10, but I'm on 10, but get 10, but get 12, 10, $1,200 now, 10, 10, 10, but I'm on 12, 10, sold it over 1,200, 10, 31. 87.91 bull calf, 87.91 bull calf here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 500 here, but I get 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I get 5 here, but I get 5. 4, but I'm at 4, but I get 4, 4 now quarter. Hit 400 now quarter, but I get 4, 4 and a quarter half here, but I'm at 450. Somebody 5 here, now 5 here, but I'm on 5, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half. Somebody 5 down 6 now quarter, and now half 6 and a half. Somebody 5 here, but I get 675, 675, 675. That's 6 and a half here, but I get 675, 675 here, but I get 675. Sold at over 6 and a half, but I'm on 6695, 6695. 89.19 bull calf, 89.19 bull calf here, 1,100 at out quarter, 11 and a quarter half here, but I'm on 50, 75 here, 11, 75, 12 here, but I'm at 12, 12 and a quarter, 12, 10, 10, 10, but I'm on 10, but I get 12, 10, $1,200 now 10, but I get 10, sold at over 1,240 on 1. 86.94 bull calf, 86.94 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 10, but I get 1,100. Here, but I get 1,000. But I'm at 1,000, but I get 1,000, but I get 1,000, but I get 900. At 9 here, but I get 9 here, but I get 9, 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 8 here, but I'm on 8, but I get 8, but I get 800, but I get 8, but I get 8, but I get 8, 7. At 7 here, but I get 7, 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, but I get 6. Here, but I get 6. At 6 here, but I'm on 6 here, but I get 6 here, but I get 5, 5 and a quarter. At $500 now quarter, but I get 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, but I get 5 and a quarter half, 5 and a half, 75. And now 6. Here, but I get 6 and now quarter, 6 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 6 and a half, 75, now 7. And now quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter up here, now half. Here, but I'm on 7 and a half, 75. Here, but I get 7, 75, 8, but I get 8, but I get 8 here, now quarter. And now half. Here, but I'm on 850, 75, 8, 75, 75. Here, but I get 8, 75. At 850, but I get 75. Here, but I get 8, 75, 75. Here, but I get 8, 75. Sold at over 850, 6503. 89.18, 89.18 bull calf. Right here, but about 9 here, but I get 9, but I get 9, 8 here, but I get 8, but I get 800 here, but I get 8, but I get 8, but I get 8, but I get 8, 7, 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, but I get 7, 7, 7 and out quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, but I get 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, but I get 7 and a quarter, but I get 7 and a quarter half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 8, but I get 7 and a half, 8, but I get 8, but I get 800 now quarter, now half, and now 75, 8, 75, 9, but I get 9, but I get 9, now quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 50, 950, 75, 975, and 975, here, but I get 975, 975, here, but I get 975, 975, sold at over 950, 50, 11 on 5, 50, 11 on 5. 89.12 bull calf. 89.12 on the bull calf. 1100. Everybody 1100 now quarter and now half. Here but 150. 1150. 75. 1175. 75. 75. 1175 and now 12. Here but 12. Here but 12. 1180 now 90. 1190. Everybody get 90. 90 now 12. Here but 12. Everybody get 12. At 12. Here but 12. Here but 12. Everybody get 12. Here but 12. Here but 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 1200. Everybody get 12. You want everybody get 12. 1190. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12. 1190. Everybody get 12. Sold at 1190. 10. 31. 89.09 bull calf. Right here in this name, about 13, 13, 13, a quarter, half, about 13, 75 to 14, 15, 1500 now quarter, and now half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, here, about 75, here, we get 15, 75, sold it over 15 and a half, 40 on 20. 89.11. Heifer, 89.11 on the heifer. Here we go there. Right here, but 9. Here we go 9, 8. At 8 here, we give 8 now quarter. We give 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter. At 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter. We give 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter. We give 8 and a quarter. 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter. We give 8 and a quarter. 8 here, we give 8 and a quarter half. At 850, 75 here, we give 8, 75, 9, we give 9, we give 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter half. Here, but 150, 75, 9, 75, and 9, 75. Here, we give 9, 75. Here, we give 9, 75. Sold it over 950. 40 on 5. 40 on 5. 89.20 bull calf, 89.20 on the bull calf. Right here on this one here, 1100. Everybody 11, everybody 1100. Everybody 11, 11, everybody 11 and now quarter. 11, everybody 11 a quarter. Everybody 11, 25, 25, 25, 50, 11, 50. Everybody get 50, 75, 11, 75, 60. 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60. Now 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 70, everybody get 11, 70, 11, 70. Sold it over 11, 60, 10, 31. 89.16 bull calf, 89.16 on the bull calf, 1100. Everybody get 1100 now quarter, half. Here, but 150 and now 75, 1175 now 12. Here, but 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 12. 1180 now 90, 1190. Everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 1190, everybody get 1190, everybody get 1190. Sold it over 1180, 10, 31. 86.92 heifer, 86.92 on a heifer here. Right there, thing, but about 14. At 14, but about 14. We get 14, 13, 13 a quarter half. 75, 14, 14 a quarter half. And now 75 here. Now 15, 15, 15, but about 15. We get 1500. At 15, 15, but about we get 50. We get 15. Sold it over 14, 75, 50, 11 on 7. 86.98, 86.98 bull calf. Right here, but about 1,000. Here, we get 1,000. 1,000, but about 1,000. Everybody get 10, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 10, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. At 9 here, but about 9. Here, we get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 8. Here, we get 8. Now quarter. At 8, everybody get 8 and a quarter. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. Half here. 75, 8, 75. Here, everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 and a quarter. Now half. Here, but about 50. 75, 9, 75. At 9, 75. Here, everybody get 1,000. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. At 9, 75. Here, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. 9, 75. Here, everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Sold it over 975. 10. 31. 89.03 bull calf, 89.03 on the bull calf here. Right here, 1100. Everybody 11 and out quarter half. 1150, 75 here. 1175, 75, 75, 60. 1160. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 1160. 1160. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Sold at over 1150. 10. 31. 89.95 bull calf. Right here, but about 1,000. Everybody get 10, but about 10. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. At 9 here. Everybody get 9. Here. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 8. At 8 here now quarter. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. 8 here. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. You want in. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter. And I'll have there, but about 50. 75. At 8. 75. 75. 75. Down 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter. Half here, but about 950. At 950. 950. 75. 975. Here. Everybody get 975. You want in. Everybody get 975. At 950. Everybody get 975. 950. Everybody get 975. Everybody get 975. Sold up over 950. 3612 3612. 89.21 bull calf, 89.21 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter. At 13, 13 a quarter. Everybody get 13, 13 a quarter. Everybody get 13 a quarter. And now half here, but about 13 and 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half. Here, but about 14 and a half, 75. At 14, 75, everybody get 14, 75. Sold it over 14 and a half. Put them on 50, 11 on 7. 89.49, 89.49. You said. Bull calf, right here, right here, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 10, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 10, but about 1,000, everybody get 900. At 9 here, everybody get 9, here, everybody get 9, 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 8, here, everybody get 800, everybody get 8, here, everybody get 8, everybody get 8 here, now quarter. At 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter, everybody get 8 and a quarter, half, here, but about 850, 75 here, now 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9 and a quarter, now half, here, but about 50, 75, 9, 75, here, everybody get 1,000, 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 10, everybody get 1,000, 1,000, quarter, half, here, but about 10, 50, now 75 here, 10, 75 here, now 11, now quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11, everybody 11 and a quarter, 11 here, everybody 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 everybody 11 and a quarter, sold at over 1110, 31. 89.27 heifer, 89.27 on the heifer here. At the end about 9, here we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, 8, here we get 8, we get 800, we get 8, at 8 here, we get 8, here we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, we get 8, 7, 7, we get 7, we get 7, we get 7, we get 5 here, but I'm 5, here, but I'm 5, here 500, we get 5, here, but I'm 5, here, but I'm 5, 5 quarter, but I'm 5, here, but I'm 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, half, 5 and a half, 75, now 6, and now quarter, 60 quarter, now half, 75, see, we get 6, 75, now 7, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, 75, here, we get 7, 75, 75, sold it every 7 and a half, but I'm on 40 on 7, 40 on 7, 89.29, 89.29. Heifer right there, but about 13, but about 13, we get 13, we get 12, here, but about 1200, we get 12, at 12 here, but about 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12, 11, we get 1100, we get 11, 11, we get 11, we get 11, we get 11, we get 1,000, but about $10 now, quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, but about 10, we get 10 a quarter, we get 10, we get 10, we get 10 a quarter, we get 10, 25, at 10, 25, here, but about 10, 25, 10, 25, here, we get 10, 25, here, we get 10, 25, sold it every 1,000, 40 on 5, 89.26. Bull calf, 89.26 here. Right here on the bull calf, here, but about 1,000. Everybody get 10, but about 10, everybody get 1,000. But about 10, everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9, 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 8. Everybody get 8, everybody get 8. Now quarter. At 8 a quarter, 8 a quarter, half. But about 50, somebody 5 here. Now 9, everybody get 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter. At 9, everybody get 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter. Everybody get 9 a quarter, 90. Everybody get 9, everybody get 9 a quarter, everybody get 9 a quarter. Now half. But about 950. At 950, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 950, everybody get 950, 925. Everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, 925. Everybody get 50, 950. Sold it over 925. 6503. 6503, 8696. 8696 on a heifer here. Right here, but I'm on everybody get 7, 7, everybody get 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 5. Hit 5 here, now quarter. 5 here, but I'm on 5, everybody get 5 and a quarter. 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter. Hit 5 here, everybody get 5 and a quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter. 5, everybody get 5, everybody get 5 and a quarter, half. 5 and a half, somebody 5, now 6, now quarter, now half. 6 and a half, now somebody 5, now 7, somebody now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 7, now somebody 5, everybody get 7, somebody 5, everybody get 7, somebody 5. Sold it every 7 and a half. 40 on 7. 89.48. 89.48. You said bull calf. Right here on this one. Here we go there. But I'm on 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. At 600 here. But I'm on 6. Everybody get 60. 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 Everybody get 5. Hit 5 here. But I'm on 5. 5 here. But I'm on 5. Everybody get 5. 4. But I'm on 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 3. 3. 3. But I'm on 3. 2. 2. 2. But I'm on 2. At $200. Everybody get 2. Now quarter. 2. But I'm on 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2 and a quarter. Everybody get 2 and a quarter. At 2. 2 and a quarter. But I'm on 2 and a quarter. Now half. Yeah. But I'm on 250. Somebody 5 here. Now 3. 3. 3. But I'm on 3. 3 and a quarter. Half. Yeah. But I'm on 350. At 350. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. 325. Yeah. But I'm on 350. At 325. Yeah. But I'm on 350. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Sold at over 325. 45. 50. 89.74 bull calf. Right here, $1,100. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 1,000. But about $10 now quarter. But about 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10 and a quarter. 10. 10 and a quarter. But I'm on 10 and a quarter. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10 and a quarter. But I'm on 10. 25. 50. 10. 50. Somebody buy 10. Somebody buy 11. Now quarter. 11 and a quarter. Half. Yeah. But I'm on 50. 11. 50. 11. 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 11. 50. 11. 50. 11. 50. Sold at over 11. 25. 10. 31. 89.02 bull calf. Huh? Yeah, 1100. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11 now. Quarter. 11 and a quarter now. Half. Yeah, but 1150. 1150. 1150. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Somebody 5. 11. Somebody 5. 60. 70. Somebody. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 1170. 1170. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. 1170. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. Sold at every 1160. 1031. 89.25 bull calf. 89.25 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 14. 14. 14 a quarter. Half. Yeah, but about 14. Half. 75 to 15. 15 a quarter. At 15 a quarter. Everybody get 15 a quarter. 15. Everybody get 15. Everybody get 15 a quarter. Sold at over 1,500. 50. 11 on 7. 89.38. 89.38 bull calf. Here we go. Right down this in here, but about 1,000. Everybody get 10. But about 10 now. 1,000. But about 10. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. But about 1,000. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. 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 8 here, but on 8 here. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. 7. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7 now quarter. 7. 7 a quarter. Everybody get 7 a quarter. 7. 7 a quarter. Everybody get 7 a quarter. 7. 7 a quarter. Everybody get 7. 7 a quarter. Now half. 7 and a half. 7 to 5 here, but about 7. 7 to 5 here. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. Half. 7 to 5. 8. 7 to 5. 9. 9 here. Everybody get 9. 9 here. Everybody get 9. 8. 7 to 5 here. Everybody get 9. 8. 7 to 5 here. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 8. 7 to 5 here. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Sold at every 75. 65. 03. 65. 03. 89, 28, bull calf, right here, but about 13, 13, 13, we get 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, 11, 11, here, we get 11, now quarter and a half, here, but about 50, 75, now 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, 11, 75, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, 11, 75, here, we get 12, here, we get 12, 12, quarter, but about 12, here, we get 12 and a quarter, 12, 10, 20, we get 12, 20, down 30, 30, but about 30, we get 30, we get 30, we get 30, we get 12, 30, 40, 12, 40, now 50, we get 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 12, 50, 12, 50, we get 12, 50, sold at over 12, 40, 6503. 1006, you said bull calf. Here we go, 1100. Here we go, 11 now, quarter, 11, 11 quarter, half. Here we go, 50, 75, 11, 75, 75, 75, 11, 75, 60, 70. We get 70, we get 70, we get 70, 11, 70, 70, we get 70. Now 80, 11, 80 here. We get 11, we get 80, we get 80, we get 80, we get 11, 80, 11, 70, we get 80, we get 80. Sold up over 11, 70, 61, 81. 89, 44, bull calf, but about 1,000, everybody get time, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get time, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 900, everybody get 9, 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 8, at 8 here, now quarter, 8 here, everybody give 8 and a quarter, everybody give 8 and a quarter, 8 here, everybody give 8 and a quarter, at 8 here, everybody give 8 and a quarter, everybody give 8 and a quarter, 8 here, everybody give 8 and a quarter, half, here, what about 50, 75, 8, 75, 75, 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, now quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 here, everybody get 9, everybody get 9 and a quarter, 9 here, everybody get 9 and a quarter, and 9 everybody get 9, everybody get 9 and a quarter, everybody get 9, everybody get 9 and a quarter, 925, sold at over 900. Put them on 40, I'm sorry, 5011 on 4. 5011 on 4. 89.36 heifer, 89.36 on a heifer. Right there, but about 14, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15 a quarter, and 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, we get 50, we get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500. Put them on 40 on 20. 1,005 bull calf. Here we get 1,100. Here we get 11. We get 11. 1,100. We get 11. 11. We get 11. We get 1,000. 1,000. About 1,000. Now 1,000. You say 1,000 here. Quarter. But between we get 10, 25 and 10, 25 here. Now 50. We get 10, 50, 10, 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 10, 50 here. 75. 10, 75. 10, 75 here. We get 10, 75. 10, 75. 10, 75. 10, 75. 10, 50. We get 10, 75. 10, 75. You want in? We get 10, 75. Sold at over 10, 50. 10, 31. 1,004 bull calf, right here, but about 1,000. Anybody get time, but about 1,000, now quarter and a half, here, but about 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, 10, 75, now 11, now quarter, 11 a quarter, everybody go 10, 10, 10, 20, 11, 20, 20, everybody get 20, 30, but about 30, everybody get 30, 40, 40, everybody get 40, everybody get 40, 50, 11, 50, everybody get 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 50, 60, 11, 60, 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 60, sold at over 11, 50, 10, 31. 89, 47, bull calf, 89, 47 on the bull calf here, but about 3, but about 3, but you get 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 2, 2, but I'm on 2, but you get 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 2, now quarter, $200 now quarter, but I'm on 2 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 2, 50, somebody 5 here, now 3, but I'm on 3, now quarter, 3 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 3, 50, 350, but I'm on 50, but you get 50, but you get 3, but I'm on 350, 350, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 350, 350, but you get 350, but you get 350, but you get 350, sold at over 325, 6503, 6503. 89, 79, bull calf, 89, 79 on the bull calf, right team, but about 1,000, but you get $1,000 now quarter, but you get 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, but you get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, but about 10, 25, 10, 25, 50, 10, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 10, 50, but you get 10, 50, you want in, but you get 10, 50, 10, 50, you want in, 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, 10, 60, 60, 60, but about 50, but you get 60, but you get 60, 10, 50, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 60, sold at over 10, 50, 10, 31. 1,009 bull calf, right here on this one. Here we go, right here on this one here, right here, but about 1,000, but you get $10 now quarter, but about 10, but you get 10 a quarter half, here, but about 10, 50, somebody 5 here, now 11, but you get 11, but you get 11, but you get 11, 10, somebody 5 here, but you get 11, 10, somebody 5 here, but you get 11, sold at over 10, 75, too late, put them on 40 on 2, 40 on 2. 87, 17, you said bull calf, Chris? On the bull calf. Here we go. Right there. But about 10. But get 13. But about 13. 13. 13. 13. But you get 13 a quarter. 13. 13 a quarter. 13. But you get 13 a quarter. 13. 13 a quarter. But you get 13 a quarter. 13. 13 a quarter. Sold at over 1,300. 50. 11 on 7. 50. 11 on 7. 89.80 bull calf, 89.80 on the bull calf, 11, but 1100, but 11, but 11 now quarter, 11, but 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 here, but 11 a quarter, 11 here, but 11 a quarter, but 11 a quarter, 11 here, but 11 a quarter now half, here, but 1150, 1150, 1150, 30, 30, but you get 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 30, now 40, 1140, 40, but you get 40, but you get 40, but you get 40, but you get 41 here, but 1140, but you get 40, 50, 1150, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, sold at over 1140, 10, 31. 86.97 heifer, 86.97 on the heifer here. Right there, but 1100. Everybody get 1,000. But everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 8. Everybody get 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 7. 7. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 5 here. Everybody 5. 5 here. Everybody 5 here. Everybody 5. 5 quarter. 5 and a quarter half here. Now somebody 5. 5. Somebody 6. Everybody get 6 here. And a quarter. 6 and a quarter half. Everybody 650. Somebody 6. Somebody 5. Now 7. And now quarter. 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7. 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter half. Everybody 7 and 7 and 5. Everybody get 7. 7 and 5. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Now quarter. At 8 here. At 8 and a quarter half. Everybody on 850. At 850. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 8. 50. 850. Everybody get 8. 50. Everybody get 8. 50. Everybody get 8. 50. Everybody get 8. 50. 850. 850. Somebody 5. 8. Somebody 5. Somebody 5. Somebody 5. 8. Somebody 5. Now 9. At 9. Here we get 9. Said that before. Here we get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 8. Somebody 5. Here we get 9. Sold right over 8. Somebody 5. Put them on 4 4 6 8 4 4 6 8. 80, 8901 heifer, 8901 on a heifer. Right there, anybody on 7. Everybody get 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 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 5. Hit 5 here. Everybody on 5 here. Everybody on 500. Everybody get 5. Everybody on 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. 3 3 3. Everybody on 3. 300. Everybody on 3. 3 3. Everybody on 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. 2 10. Everybody on 2. Everybody get 200. Everybody get 2. Quarter. Everybody 2 2 and a quarter. Everybody get 2 and a quarter. 2 2 and a quarter. Everybody get 2 and a quarter. 2. Everybody on 2 and a quarter. Everybody get 2 and a quarter. 2 2 and a quarter half. Everybody on 250. And now 75. Everybody on 2. 75. 3 3. Everybody on 3. Now quarter. 3 and a quarter half. Everybody on 350. 75. Everybody on 3. 75. At 350 now. 75. Everybody on 3. 75. 3. 75. 3. 75. 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4. 4. Everybody get 4. 3. 75. Everybody on 4. Sold at over 3. 75. Too late right there. But I'm on number 2907. 2907. 8940 bull calf, 8940 on the bull calf. Here we go. Right there on this one. Everybody on 5. Everybody on 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody on 5. 5. Everybody on 5. Everybody on 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. 4. Everybody get 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 3. 3 3. Everybody on 3. Everybody get 300. Everybody on 3. 3 3 3. Everybody on 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 2. 2. Everybody on 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2. 100. Everybody get Bond here. Quarter half. Everybody get Bond 50. 75. Down 2. Everybody on 2. Now quarter half. Everybody on 250. 75. Everybody on 2. 75. At 275. 275. 3 3 3. Everybody on 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. 275. Everybody on 3. At 275. Everybody on 3. 275. Everybody on 3. Internet trout. Everybody on 3. At 275. Everybody on 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. 3 3. Everybody on 3. Sold at over 275. Put them on 6503. 8,001 bull calf. 8,001 on the bull calf here, right there. Here we go. Right there on this one. Everybody on 1,000. Everybody get 10. Everybody on 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 10. Everybody on 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 10. Everybody on 1,000. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 90. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter. And 90. Everybody get 9 quarter. Everybody get 9 quarter. 90. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter half. Everybody at 950. 75. 9. 75. Everybody get 1,000. 1,000. Now quarter. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10 a quarter half. Everybody about 10. 50. 10. 50. At 10. 50. 75. 10. 75. 10. 75. Everybody get 10. 75. At 10. 50. Everybody get 10. 75. Everybody get 10. 75. 10. 50. Everybody get 10. 75. 10. 75. Keep it right here. At 10. 50. Everybody get 10. 75. Sold it over 10. 50. Put them on 50. 11 on 5. 50. 11 on 5. 89.22 bull calf. 89.22 on the bull calf. Here, right there. Here we go on this one. Right there. But about 14. 14. But about 14. 14 a quarter half. 14 and a half. 75. 14. 75. 14. 75. Here, but about 14. 75. At 14 and a half. Here we get 14. 75. Sold it over 14 and a half. 89.78. 89.78. Here we go on the bull calf. Right there. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. 100. Everybody get 11. 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11 here now. Quarter. 11. Everybody get 11 a quarter. Everybody get 11 a quarter. 11. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 here. Everybody 11. 25. 11. 25. 25. 11. 25. Sold it over 1110. 31. 88.47 bull calf. 88.47 on the bull calf. Here, right hand, but about 1,000. Everybody get down, everybody get 1,000. 1,000, everybody get 1,000. Everybody get down, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get down, but about 900. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. Everybody get 9 quarter. 925. At 9. 925. 25. 50. Everybody get 9. 50. Everybody get 9. 50. 75. 9. 75. 75. 9. 75. At 9. 75. 75. 9. 75. 9. 75. Here, everybody get 9. 75. 1,000. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. And now quarter. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. A quarter. Everybody get 10. A quarter. Half. Here, but about 10. 50. 10. 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 10. 50, everybody get 10, 50, everybody get 10, 50, 10, 50, everybody get 10, 50. Sold up over 10, 25, 36, 12, 88, 49. calf. 88.49 on the bull calf. Here we go there. Right there, bottom 11. Everybody $1,100. Everybody 11. Everybody 1,000. Now quarter half. Here, bottom 10. 50. Some 5 here now. 11 now quarter half. Here, bottom 50. 11.50. Everybody 50. Everybody 50. Everybody 11.50. 11.50. Everybody 50. Everybody 50. Everybody 50. Everybody 50. Everybody 11.50. Sold at over 11.25. 10.31. 89.50 bull calf and bottom on 6 here. Everybody get 60, everybody get 60, everybody get 5 here. Bottom on 5 here. Bottom on 5 here. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5 here. Bottom on 5 here. 500. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5. 4. Bottom on 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 400. Everybody get 4. 4 here. Bottom on 4. 4 here. Bottom on 4. Everybody get 4. Everybody get 4. 3. 3. 3. Bottom on 3. Everybody get 300. Everybody get 3. 3. 3. 3. Bottom on 3. 3. 3. 3. Bottom on 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 2. 10. Bottom on 2. Everybody get 200. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2 here. Now quarter. 2. 2 and a quarter. Bottom on 2 and a quarter. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 2 and a quarter. Half. Bottom on 2. 50. Somebody 5 here. Bottom on 2. Somebody 5. 3. 3. 3. Quarter half. What about 3? 50. Somebody 5 here. Now 4. And now quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. Half. What about 4 9? Somebody 5. Everybody get 4. Somebody 5. 4. Somebody 5. Everybody get 4. Somebody 5. 4 and a half. Everybody get 4. Somebody 5. Everybody get 4. Somebody 5. 4. Somebody 5. Sold it over 4 and a half. Put them on 45.50. 88.32 bull calf. Right here, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 90. Everybody get 9 quarter. Everybody get 9 quarter. 925. 925. You want everybody get 925. 25 here now. What about 925? And 925. 25. Everybody get 925. 50. Everybody get 950. Somebody 5. 975. Everybody get 1,000. And now quarter. But everybody get 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10 a quarter. 10. But about 10. Everybody get 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. Sold it over 1,000. Put them on 50. 11 on 5. 50. 11 on 5. There we go. 88.23 bull calf right there, but about 1,000. Everybody get down, but about 1,000. Everybody get down, but about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 900. And now quarter. 90. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 quarter. 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 a quarter. You want everybody get 9 a quarter. And 9 a quarter. Everybody get 9 a quarter. Half. Here, but about 950. Somebody 5. 9. Somebody 5. Here, everybody get 1,000. 1,000. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Here, but about 1,000. 9. Somebody 5. Here, everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Sold up over 975. 3612. 88.27 bull calf. Right here, but about 9 here. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 900. Everybody get 9. 8 here. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8 here. Everybody get 8. At 8 here and a quarter. But I'm on 8. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. Everybody get 8 and a quarter. 8.25. 50. At 8.50. 50. Everybody get 8. 50. 50. Now 75. 8. 75. 75. Pound 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Now quarter. 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter. At 9 here. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 a quarter. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 9.25. 9.25. Sold it over 900. 50. 11 on 5. 50. 11 on 5. 88.37 bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 8. Everybody get 8 here. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 7. 7 and a quarter. 7. 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. 7. 7 and a quarter. Everybody get 7 and a quarter. Half here, but I'm on 7. 7 and 5 here now. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Now quarter. 8 a quarter. Everybody get 8 a quarter. At 8.25. 25 here, but I'm on 25. 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. 75. 8. 75. 75. 75. 8. 75. Now 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Now quarter. At 9 a quarter. 90. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 90. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 9.25. Sold it over 900. 50, 11 on 5. 50, 11 on 5. 88, 18 bull calf. 88, 18 bull calf. Right here, but about 9. Here, everybody get 9. 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 8 here. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 800. Everybody get 8 quarter. At 8 and a quarter. Half here, but about 8. 50, 75. Here, everybody get 8. 75. 9. Everybody get 9 now. Quarter. 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter. 90. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter. Everybody get 9 a quarter. 90. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 a quarter. Everybody get 9 a quarter. Sold it over 900. But about 40 on 3. 40 on 3. 2. 40 on 2. 88.21 bull calf here, but about 1,100. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 11. Everybody get 1,000. But about 1,000 now quarter. But between everybody get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. But about 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10 a quarter. You want everybody get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. But about 10 a quarter. Half. Yeah, but about 10. 50. Somebody about 10. Somebody about 11. And now quarter. 11 a quarter. Half. Yeah, but about 50. 11 50. 11 50. Everybody get 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 50. Sold at over 11.25. 10.31. 88.20 bull calf. 88.20 on the bull calf. Right here in this one. Here we go there. But about 1,000. Everybody get down. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Out there. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get down. But about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Quarter. But everybody get 10 a quarter. Half here. But about 10. 50. Somebody about 10. Somebody about 11. 1,100 now. Quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 here. Everybody 11 a quarter. Everybody 11 a quarter. Sold at every 1,100. 10. 31. 88.17. Heifer, 88.17 on a heifer here. Right there. Here we go there. But about 1,000. But about 1,000. Everybody give 800. At 8 here. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 5. At 5 here. Quarter. 5 here. But about 5 and a quarter. 5 here. But about 5 and a quarter. At 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half. Somebody 5 down. 6 now. Quarter. Half here. But about 6 and a half. Somebody 5 here. Everybody get 6. Somebody 5. At 6. Somebody 5 here. But about 6. Somebody 5. 6. Somebody 5 here. Everybody get 6. Somebody 5. Sold at over 6 and a half. 40 on number 8. Put them on number 8. 89.76 bull calf. 89.76 on the bull calf here. At the about 1,000. But get time about 1,000. But get 1,000. 1,000 now quarter. But get 10 a quarter. But get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter half. Here about 10 50. Somebody vibe now 11 now quarter. Now half. Here about 50 11 50 11 50. But get 50 but get 50 11 50 30 40. But get 40 but get 40 but get 40 11 40 11 30 but get 40 but get 40 but get 40. Sold at every 11 30 10 31. 88.36 bull calf. Right there. Here we go. They about 1,000. But get down to now quarter half. Here about 10 50. Somebody vibe here now 11 now quarter. 11 a quarter half. Here about 50 11 50. But get 50 but get 50 but get 50 11 50 11 50 but get 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 50. Sold at every 11 25 10 31. 89.37. You said heifer on a heifer right there, but about 1,000. But get down, but about 1,000. But get 1,000. But about 1,000. But get 1,000. 1,000. But get 1,000. 1,000. But about 1,000. But get 900. But get 9. 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 8. Here. But get 8. Here now quarter. At 8 here. But get 8 a quarter. 8 a quarter half. Here. But about 50. Somebody vibe here now 9. But get 9. But get 9 a quarter. 9 a quarter half. Here. But about 50. Somebody vibe 9. Somebody vibe here. But get 1,000. And now quarter. 10 a quarter half. Here. But about 10 50. But get 10 50. But get 50. But get 50. But get 10 50. 10 50. 10 50. But get 10 50. But get 10 50. Sold at over 10 25. 40 on 5. 10-16 bull calf. Right here, but get 1,000. But get down, but about 1,000. $1,000 now quarter. But get 10. But get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter half. Yeah, but about 10 50. Somebody off here. But get 10. Somebody off 1,100. Now quarter. 11 a quarter. But 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. But 11 a quarter. But 11 a quarter. Sold at over 1,150. 11 on 4. 50 11 on 4. 88.30 bull calf. 88.30 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 1,000. But get 10, but about 1,000 now quarter. But get 10, but get 10, but get 10 a quarter. But get 10 25. And now 50. But get 10 50. Somebody off here now 11. But get $1,100 now quarter. 11 a quarter. But 11 a quarter. 11 here. But 11 a quarter. 11 here. But 11 a quarter. But 11 a quarter. Sold at over 1,110. 31. 88.24 bull calf. Right here 1,100. But get 11. But get 11. But get 11. But get 1,000. $1,000 now quarter. But get 10. But get 10 a quarter. But get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. 1 in. 10 a quarter half. Yeah, but about 50. Somebody vibe 10. Somebody vibe here now 11. 1,100. But get 11. But get 11. But get 11. 10. But about 11. 10 80. Now 90. But get 10 90. But get 90. But get 90. Now 11. 1,100. But get 11. 10 90. But get 11. But get 11. But get 11. Sold at over 10 90. 10 31. 89.43 bull calf. 89.43 on the bull calf here. Right there, but on 8. But give 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 8. 7. 7. But get 7. But get 7. 7. But get 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 6. Here, but on 6. But get 5. Here, but on 5. 3. 3. 3. But on 3. But get 3. But get 3. But get 3. 2. 2. 2. But on 2. 2. 2. But on 2. But get 2. But get 2. But get 2. But get 2. 2. But get 2. 2. Now quarter. At $200 now quarter. But get 2. 2 and a quarter. 2. 2 and a quarter. But get 2 and a quarter. 2. But get 2. But get 2 and a quarter. But get 2 and a quarter. But get 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter. Sold at over 200. Number 2907. 2907. 88.41 bull calf. But about 1,000. But get 10. But about 1,000. But get 1,000. 1,000 quarter. But get 10. But get 10 a quarter. But get 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. But get 10 a quarter. Now half. But about 10 50. Somebody about 10. Somebody about 10. Somebody about 10. Somebody about here. But get 10 75. And now 11. 1,100. But 11 10. Somebody about here. But 11 sold at over 10 75. 61 81. 89.45 bull calf. But a bit bond here. But get bond. But get bond. But get bond. But get bond 50. $50. But get 50. But get $50. But get 50. 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 25. At 25 on the internet. Now 50. 50 here. Now somebody $5 internet. Somebody $5 now 100. Here. But a bit bond. But get bond. But get bond. But a bit bond. Internet's on. Somebody 500. 75 here. But a bit bond. But a bit bond. Now quarter internet. 1 quarter. At 125. 125. 100 here. But a bit 125. 4's on. 100 here. But get 125. Now 50. At 150. But 150. But get 150. At 125, give it a 150, 150, GZ 150, 75, internet, 175, and 150 here now, 75, 175, 150 here, but 175, 175, 150 on the floor, 175, and 150, 175, sold it over 150, 29.79, 29.79. 88.48 bull calf here, but about 1,000. $1,000, but about 1,000. We get down, but about $1,000 now quarter. But we get 10, we get 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter. 10.25 at 10.25, 10.25 here, but about 10.25, 50 at 10.50. We get 50, we get 50, we get 10.50, 10.50. We get 50, we get 50, we get 10.50. Somebody buy 10.75, 10.75. Sold it over 10.50, 10.31. 88.26. Bull calf, right here, but about 9, here, but get 9, but get 9, but get 9, here, but get 9, 8, here, but get 8, but get 8, but get 8, here, but get 8, but get 8, 7, 7, but get 7, but get 7, but get 7, but get 7, 7, 7, but get 7, but get 6, here, but get 60, but get 60, but get 5, here, but I'm 5, 5, quarter, 5 here, 5 and a quarter half, hit 5 and a half, 7 and 5, down 6, here, but get 6 and now quarter, 6 and a quarter half, here, but I'm 6 and a half, 7 and 5, down 7, and now quarter, 7 and a quarter half, here, but I'm 7 and 7 and 5, here, now 8, but get 8, but get 8, but get 8, here, now quarter, and 8 here, but get 8 and a quarter, 8 here, but get 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter half, here, but I'm 50, but get 8, 50, and now 75, 8, 75, 75, here, big of 8, 75, 75, here, big of 8, 75, sold up over 850, 3612, 3612. 89.51 bull calf right there, but I'm on 7 centimeter, 5. Hit 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5. 3, but I'm on 3. 3, but I'm on 3. But get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 2. 10, but I'm on 2, but get $200, but get 2. 2, but I'm on 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 200 here, but I'm at bond now quarter. And bond here, but I'm at 1 1/4 half. Here, but I'm at 150, 75, 1 75, 2 now quarter, 2 1/4 half. 2 1/2, 75 now 3 now quarter, 3 1/4 half. Here, but I'm on 350, 75. And now 4, but get 4. 4 now quarter, but you get 4 1/4 now half. Here, but I'm at 450, 75 now 5. Hit 500 now quarter, but you get 5 1/4 now half. Here, but I'm at 550, 75. Here, but you get 5 75 6. Here, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 6. That's 6 here, but I'm on 6. Here, but you get 6. 5 75. Here, but I'm on 60, but you get 60, but you get 6. Sold at over 5 75. 45.50. 89.13 bull calf, 89.13 on the bull calf here. Right here, $11,100. But 1,000. Now quarter, but a half here, but I'm on 10, 50, 75 here. Now 11 now quarter, 11 1/4 half here, but I'm on 50, 75, 11, 75, 75, 75, 11, 75, 75, 16. Now 70, 11, 70, but 70, 70, 70, 70, 11, 70, 70, 70, 70. Sold at over 11.60, 10.31. 10-12 bull calf, 10-12 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm 1,000. But you get 10, but I'm 1,000. But you get 1,000. But you get 900. 9 here, but you get 9 here. But you get 9. 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 But you get 8. But you get 8. But you get 8. But you get 8. $800. But you get 8. 8 here. But you get 8. Same, but I'm on 6. Here, but you get 60. But you get 60. But you get 60. But you get 4. But I'm at 4. But you get 400 now quarter. Now half. Here, but I'm at 450. Some, but I'm here now 5. Here, but I'm at 5. 5 1/4 half. Here, but I'm at 550. Some, but I'm now 6 now quarter. Now half. Here, but I'm on 6 1/2. Some, but I'm now 7 7. But you get 7 now quarter. 7 1/4. 7 7 1/4. But you get 7 1/4. 7 7 1/4. But you get 7 1/4. 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 7 1/4, 7, but you get 7 1/4, sold up over 700, 3612. 89.41 bull calf, 89.41 on the bull calf here. Right there, but about 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 800. At 8 here, but I'm on 8, but you get 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 700, but you get 7. At 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 now quarter. Hit 5, 5, but I'm on 5 1/4, 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but you get 5 1/4 half. Here, but I'm on 550, 75 here now 6, here, but you get 6 now quarter, 6 1/4 half. 6 1/2, 75, 6 75 now 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 7 now quarter, 7 1/4 half. 7 1/2, 75, 7 75 here, but you get 7, 75 here. $100, $100, 775 here, sold at over 775, but I'm on 40 on 3. 88.33 bull calf, right here, but about 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 10, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 10, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 900, 9 now quarter half, here, but about 50, now 75, 9 75 here, but you get 1,000 now quarter, but about 10, but you get 10 quarter, but you get 10 quarter half, and what about 10, 50, 75 here, but you get 10, 75, 10 75 here, but about 10 75 here, but you get 10 75, sold at over 10 50, but I'm on 50, 11 on 5, 50 11 on 5. 1068 heifer, 1068 on a heifer here, but I'm on 5, here, but I'm on 5, here, but I'm on 5, here, but you get 5, here, but you get 500, here, but I'm on 5, 3, but I'm on $300 now quarter, at 3 1/4 half, here, but I'm on 350, 75 here, now 4, but I'm at 4, but you get 4, but you get 4, now quarter, at 4, 4 1/4, here, but you get 4, 4 1/4, but you get 4 1/4, 4, but you get 4, but you get 4 1/4, but you get 4 1/4, sold at over 400 right there, but I'm on number 45.50 on that one, 45.50. 1063 heifer, 1063 on a heifer here. Right there, but I'm on 9. Here, but you get 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, 8 here, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 700, but you get 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 6, at 6, here, but you get 6, here, but you get 6 and now quarter, 6 1/4 half, here, but I'm on 6 now, 7 5, now 7 7, now quarter, 7 1/4 half, 7 9, 7 5 here, now 8, now quarter, 8 1/4 half here, now 7 5, 8, 7 5, 8, 7 5, at 8, 7 5, 8, 7 5, 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, now quarter, 9 1/4, 9 1/4, but you get 9 1/4 half, here, but I'm on 50, 7 5, 9, 7 5, at 9, 7 5, here, but you get 9, 7 5, 9, 7 5, sold at over 950, 40 on 7, 40 on 7. 1031 bull calf, right here, $1,100, but 11, 11, but 11 now quarter, 11 1/4, but 11 1/4, 11 here, but 11 1/4 half, here, but I'm on 50, 75, 11, 75, 75, 75, 60, now 70, now 80, but you get 80, but you get 80, but you get 80, but you get 1180, 1180, but you get 80, but you get 80, but you get 80, sold at over 1170, 40 on 1. 1062 heifer, 1062 on a heifer here, 5 here, but about 500 now quarter, hit 5 here, but about 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 here, but you get 5 1/4, hit $500 now quarter, but you get 5 here, but about 5 1/4 half here, but about 550, 75, 5, 75, 6 here, but you get 60, but you get 6 and now quarter, and now half, 6 1/2, 75, 6 75, now 7 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, 700, but you get 7, 7, but you get 7, 7 now quarter, 7 1/4, 7 1/4, 7 7 1/4, 7 1/4, 7 1/4, 7 10, 7 10, 700 now 10, 10, 10, but about 10, but you get 10, but you get 10, $700 now 10, but you get 10, but you get 10, but you get 7 10, 7 10, 7 10, sold at over 700, 6503. Yeah, 1065. Heifer, 1065 on the heifer, and this says breedable. Here we go. Right on this one, everybody 7, somebody get 6, 600, everybody get 6 and now quarter, 60, everybody get 6 and quarter, everybody get 6 and quarter, 6 and quarter half, everybody 6 and a half, somebody 5, 6 and now 7, 7 and now quarter, 7 and quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter, everybody get 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter half, everybody 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 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 7 and a half, sold at every 7 and a quarter, 6503. 89.23 bull calf here. Right hand, but 12. He would get 1200. He would get 12. 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 11. 1100. He would get 11. He would get 11. He would get 1,000. He would get 10. But 1,000. He would get 1,000. He would get 800. At 8 here. He would get 8. He would get 8. He would get 8. He would get 8. 6. He would get 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 6. At 5 here. But 5. 5 now quarter. 5 here. But 5 and a quarter. At 5 here. But 5 and a quarter. 5 here. Would get 5. He would get 5 and a quarter. Half here. But 5. 50. 75 here. Now 6. He would get 6 and now quarter. 6 and a quarter now. Half here. But 6 and a half. 75 here. Would get 6. 75 now 7. And now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half. You would have 7 and a half. You would get 7 and a half, 7 and a half. You would get 7, 7 and a half, 8. At 8 here, would get 8. Here would get 8. Now quarter, 8 and a quarter, would get 8 and a quarter, half. You would have 850. And now 7 and a half, 8, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 9. Would get 9, 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 8, 7 and a half. Here would get 9, 8, 7 and a half. Here would get 9, 8, 7 and a half. Here would get 9, would get 9, would get 9, 9 quarter, and 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9. Here would get 9, would get 9, would get 9 and a quarter, 9. Here would get 9 and a quarter. Sold at over 900, 6503. Yeah, 1,007 bull calf. Right here, but about 1,000. But get time, but about 1,000 now quarter and a half. Here, what about 10, 50, something about here now 11. 1,100 now quarter. 11, but get 11 quarter, but get 11 quarter. 11, 10, 10, 10, 20. But get 20, but get 20, but get 20, but get 20. 11, 20, but get 20. 11, 10, 10, but about 20, but get 20, but get 20, but get 20, but get 20. Sold at over 11, 10, 10, 31. 89.30 bull calf here. Right here, that's an air, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Hit 5 here, but about 5. Here, but about 5. Here, but get 5. Here, but get 5. Here, but get 5. Here, but get 5. 3, 3, 3, but about 300. Here, but about 3. 3, 3, 3, but about 3. But get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, 3, 2 quarter, but about 2, but get 2, but get 2 and a quarter. 2, 2 and a quarter, but about 2, but get 2, but get 2 and a quarter, but get 225. 225, 225. Here, but about 225. 50. 250, but about 50. Something about 2, something about 3, 3, 3, 3 quarter, 3 and a quarter half. Here, but about 350. Something about here, but about 3, something about 4, we get 4 and a quarter and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, here, but about 4 and a half, here, we get 4 and a half, 75, and 4, something about here, but about 4, something about here, we get 4, something about 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5, here, we get 5, here, 4, something about here, but about 5, 4, something about here, we get 5, here, we get 5, sold at number 475, 55, 69, at 1038 on a heifer. Here we go. Right here in this one, but about 13, but about 13 and a quarter half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 and a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, and 14, 75, here we go, 75, 14, 75, did you say 14, 75, 14, 75, and 14, 75, here we go, 14, 75, sold at over 14 and a half, put them on 50, 11 on 7, 1059, heifer, says breedable. 1059 heifer on this is breedable. Right there, but 800, here we go 8, 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 6 and a quarter, 600 now quarter half, here but 6 and a half, 75 here now 7, 7 we get 7 now quarter, 7 and a quarter, we get 7 and a quarter, 700 we get 7 and a quarter half, here but about 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, you want to get 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, okay, 7 and a half, here but about 7 and a half, here we get 7 and a half, sold at over 7 and a quarter, 50-11 on 9. 89.77 bull calf, right here, but about 1,000, but get down, but about 1,000 quarter, but about 10, but get 10 and a quarter half, here, but about 10, 50, 75, now 11, and now quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter half, here, but about 50, 11, 50, 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 11, 50, 11, 50, sold at over 11, 25, 10, 31. 88.43 bull calf, but about 1100, but 11 now quarter half, but about 50, 11, 50, 50, but get 50, but get 50, but about 30, 30, 40, 40, gotta be 40, 11, 40, but get 40, but get 40, 11, 40, but get 40, but get 40, but get 40, but get 40, 11, 40, didn't get in, 11, 40, and now 50, 11, 50, but get 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 50, 11, 50, sold at over 11, 40, 10, 31. 89.54 bull calf, 89.54 on the bull calf, right here in this and there, right here, but about 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 200, here, but about 1, at 1 here, but about 1, here, but about 1, but get 1, but get 1, but get 1, but get 1, 50, at 50, but about 50, 75, 75 here, but about 75, internet, 7500 here, now quarter, internet, 1 quarter, at 125, 125 here, but about 125, 4's on, here, but about 125, at 100 now quarter, 1 quarter, 1 quarter, 1 here, but about 1 quarter, internet, out here, but about 1 quarter, at 1 here, but about 1 quarter, 1 here, but about 1 quarter, but get 1 quarter, sold at over 100, 1,000, 8, 1008, 88.29 bull calf. Here we go. Right down this in here, but about 11, 1100 now, quarter, 11, 11 quarter, 11 quarter, 11, 11 quarter, half, here, but about 50, 1150, 1150, 50, 50, 50, 1150, 50, 50, sold at 1125, 1031, 1039, bull calf, right here, but about 14, I'm sorry, it's a heifer. On the heifer, right here, but about 13 a quarter, half, here, but about 13, now 75 to 14 a quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75, now 15, but about 15, at 15, but about 15, 15, sold at over 14, 75, 40 on 20. 88.34 bull calf, 88.34 on the bull calf here. Right here, but I'm on 8, 800, 7, 5. Hit 5 now, quarter, 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter, 5 here, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 75 now, 6. That's here and a quarter, 6 here, 6 and a quarter, half here, but I'm on 6 and a half, 75, 605, 605 here, 605 now, 7. 7 now, quarter, 7 and a quarter, half here, but I'm on 7 and 75 here, 705. And now, wait, 8 here, 775 here, 775 here, sold up over 775, 3612. 87.65 on the heifer. All right, here, but I'm on 8 here, I'm sorry, 11 a quarter, and now half here, but I'm 11 and a half, 75, 11, 75 here, now 12 and a quarter, half here, but I'm 12 and a half, 75, 12, 75, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a quarter, half, at 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75 to 14, but about 14, but about 14 and a quarter, at 14 and a quarter, 10, 20, at 14, 20, we get 20, sold at over 14, 10. 58.61 on 1, 87.62.